your girl Dobby, back at it again with another video. Y'all probably wonder where I've been. I've been working. I just graduated from VSU. Congratulations to the other students, my peers who graduated in 2022, high school students, middle school students, kindergarten, elementary school students. Congratulations, everybody. Round of applause. But yeah, in today's video, I will be answering some questions. A couple of my friends will be answering some questions about, or giving some advice, rather, for college freshmen, first year college students. You know, if you're interested in going to college, I'm here to help you out. And a couple of my friends are here to help you out. So, hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll be answering some questions within the video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Sit back, get some snacks, get something to drink, and enjoy. Later!
Hello everyone, my name is Tavon Lewis and I'm a graduating senior English major legal communications minor at Howard University located in Washington, D.C. So today I'm just going to be talking to you about just a few things expecting, freshman year and just what to expect. So for me, I think one of the most important things to expect is the unexpected. Just to embrace a new environment, new people, expect challenges, especially within the administration department, with just dealing with professors and dealing with financial aid. Just expect difficulty, and expect to maneuver around difficulty and understanding that there's more than one way to get things done. I really think that, the whole crux of college is to be able to maneuver your way around challenges. And I definitely think that you can just expect people to be negative about certain things, whatever it may be. Don't let other people's negative emotions define you. And just even if you're having negative emotions yourself, learn on how to maneuver that as well. Use your friends, use your family, use the counseling office, use professors, use anyone as a resource. You don't think that just because you are going through something, don't think that you're alone, because you're not. I also think that you should never let anyone determine your degree for you. This is your degree, your life. This is something that you worked incredibly hard for. Don't let anyone say that college is a waste of time, money. That is only based off of you and your decisions. So if you want to study theater, do it. Be the next Viola. Be the next Angela Bassett. Be the next Chadwick Boseman. A favorite memory of mine in college is pretty much just meeting my friends. My friends have been a huge support system just for me adjusting to a new place. And I think that, one of the craziest things that has ever happened to me has been through them. One of my favorite moments was definitely, riding around at 3 a.m., singing Disney songs at the top of our lungs just because we could. We also went to a pool party at one point where I nearly got pushed into a pool, but it was just a really fun experience that couldn't have gotten anywhere else. And one of my favorite spots on campus definitely is a library or a coffee shop. I love just being around books and just the whole quiet place of just, of learning. Also, Howard University's yard as well. That has been pretty much just the highlight of my college experience, going to Howard University's homecoming events, seeing so much Black excellence, so many, prominent people walking and have walked the campus, such as Chadwick Boseman, Toni Morrison, and even, Kanye West. Even, attending his concert was honestly a really, really fun time, spending a lot just learning about myself, where I come from, and the diaspora. So I really hope that you all have an amazing college experience. Determine what it is that you want in life, who you are, and if that hasn't come yet, it will come. Don't be in a rush. because the world is just at the door. It's just waiting for you. So don't be such in a rush to just open that door. So be safe, have fun, and good luck.
Hey y'all, my name is Reagan Dobson. I just graduated from Valdosta State University with the Bachelor's of Science in Criminal Justice. Some advice I would give current college students and individuals coming into college is make sure you join organizations to help meet people. I know for me, when I first came to Valdosta, I didn't really know anybody, but luckily my roommate, shouts out Shadaria and Kaylee, they pretty much were like my first friends here. They were so sweet. Shadaria, she showed me around campus. You know, it's good to communicate and stuff. If you're a freshman going to college, make sure you stay on campus. I highly advise it because you can meet, like I said before, you can become friends with your roommates. Make sure you get a meal plan because you can meet friends in the cafeteria. Joining organizations is important too because you learn new things. You know, you learn how people act. Be careful who you trust, but yes, you learn how people act. You can pick and choose. For me, I joined Natural Sisters of VSU, which we talked about our natural body, our natural hair, and our natural spirit, your mind. We talked about all that. I met some great people at Natural Sisters of VSU. Yeah, if you want to join Natural Sisters, look out for Natural Sisters on Instagram and Twitter. Natural Sisters of VSU. Yeah. What else? Make sure you get a meal plan, like I said before. If you fail to plan, let me say that again. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. What I mean by that is if you procrastinate your work, if you don't do your work, if you don't study for your test, if you don't get any good night of rest, if you don't focus on yourself, you plan to fail. If you don't study for your test that's worth 50% of your grade and you fail the test, you probably going to fail the class. I don't know. But I promise you, study for the test that you got in the morning. Make sure you don't procrastinate. Do your homework ASAP. If you're busy, make time. You're not that busy let me repeat. You're not that busy. Make time for what you got to do. Set aside hours. Like, hey, I'm going to set 2 hours to do math homework, or I'm going to set my schedule up for I have time in the morning to do my homework and then I work at night, or vice versa. I work in the morning and I do my homework at night. Make sure you get your homework and your work done. That's how you pass. Make some friends. Meet people. It's important. What other advice? Yeah. I know for Valdosta, I can't speak for every other college, but I know for Valdosta, we allow our students to create their own org. So if you're interested in anime, I know we have an anime club. If you're interested in swimming, there was a swimming club here on campus. If you're interested in lacrosse, there's a lacrosse team, I believe. If you're interested in drawing art, or you're an artist or something, and you like writing music, or you're great at dancing, or you're good at playing a guitar or something, there's an organization called BAG on Valdosta State campus where you can join. If you're good at drawing, create an art club. You know, feel free to express yourself here on campus or any campus. Also, please go out to parties if you feel like it. Go out to parties, but make sure you set boundaries for yourself. Meaning, if you go to parties, make sure you have all your homework done. My favorite places on campus or in Valdosta in general is the library. I love going to the library. I love reading. I used to go to the science building called Bailey Science Center, and in Bailey, obviously I'm not a science major or a bio major or STEM major at that. I used to do my homework in like this little seating area on the second floor. Man, I would push out 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 pages or 6 assignments at once because it's so quiet in Bailey. There's a cafe called Grace Cafe across the street from campus. Man, free snacks. The scenery outside is beautiful. I used to go out there just to do homework. Peaceful, relaxful. My other favorite place on campus is the front lawn, of course. Valdosta State front lawn, man, I might insert a picture somewhere, but that place is so relaxing, man. People watching, you got dogs coming up to you. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Stay involved on campus also. That's another good advice. My favorite moments in college was meeting the Petty Gang Crush crew, going to a pool party. Yeah, that was fun. Make sure you have fun in college. It's never too late to join orgs. It's never too late to go to the party you always want to go to. But make sure you live a life and do your work at the same time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my advice. I hope you take some advice. And yeah, have a good one, guys. Peace.
Hello, everyone. My name is Veronica, and I'm a sociology major and psych minor at VSU. Fun fact about me, I want to be a clinical social worker one day, and I hope to start my own practice. So that's a little tidbit about me. But to jump into the questions, it asks, what would you tell an incoming freshman to expect the next 4 years? So for me, I just became a junior this past January. So I can only speak from my own personal experience, having gone to VSU going on 3 years now. And I think for me, going into my freshman year of college, I was just thrilled to be around other students I had never met. So a little backstory about me, I come from a very small town. And so growing up throughout elementary and middle school, I dealt with a lot of bullying, and I never really fit in. And so I kind of developed this armor of protection for myself. So I was very guarded, and because I didn't fit in and I didn't really have many positive experiences with young women or young men growing up, even once I got in high school, I was just kind of a self person. You know, it was me and my 2 or 3 friends that I had. But I was pretty introverted, because I just didn't feel like I could ever really be my true self. I didn't feel very accepted. I didn't really follow the crowd. So it led to a lot of peer pressure, and then a lot of me kind of being on the outs, because I just was always more of an old soul. And that didn't really mesh well with a lot of students in my small town. My little small southern town, you know how it is, you get in where you fit in, and I just didn't fit in. So I kind of was guarded as a result of that. And so once I got to Valdosta, I just knew that for college, I wanted to be a different person. I had did a lot of growth. I realized a lot of my character flaws, and how that guardedness led to me kind of doing myself a disservice, being angry, carrying around unresolved anger and feelings that I didn't want to bring that into college. But freshman year, it was kind of I would tell anyone, your freshman year is a big transition period. That's the year where you make mistakes. You figure yourself out. You decide what major you want. And you're just trying to find yourself. Because I think that going from a period of time where you were told what to do, and you're told that you have to do this, and you're just kind of forced to interact with this set group of people, and you're having to make that work. And you can begin to think that, there's nothing out there. And so you come into college and you just kind of want to reinvent yourself. You want to start new, and you want to show people your best traits. And so for freshman year, I would say expect that it's going to be a transition. Expect that you're going to have to deal with some of that finding yourself. I would tell anyone that's a freshman, do not put too much into those first few friends that you meet. Don't put your all into that. Don't put all your marbles into that, because I know a lot of freshmen, you meet new people on your hall throughout your first semester of college, and you grow close to them and you grow attached. But it's important to, if those friendships do not work out, don't beat yourself up about it and feel as though there's something wrong with you. Because I think that we're all coming into this, we don't really know each other, and we don't really know ourselves. And so as a freshman, you're just trying to figure out who you are. And sometimes figuring out who you are, you may grow apart. So I would just say, don't carry unresolved issues from high school into college. Come in with a mindset of, okay, I want to reset. I'm going to reinvent myself and discover who I am. And also as a freshman, I realized I didn't want to be a nurse. So I changed my major. So, I feel like in that first year, I just kind of, it wasn't until my third semester of freshman year, I kind of realized that, okay, this isn't really for me. And then COVID happened at the tail end of my freshman year. So we had to move out during spring, well, right after spring break. We left home for spring break, didn't come back. So it was just a bit of a learning curve, you know, like I was like, whoa, COVID's happening and I have to make a big decision on.
I would tell an incoming freshman is to expect to be treated as an adult. College isn't going to be something such as like what high school was. I know in high school we had a lot of professors or teachers continue to tell you about the assignments and things like that. Yeah, there's going to be some professors that does that in college. However, not all professors are going to do that. If there's a deadline, you're going to need to turn it in. They might remind you like every now and then, but they're not going to continue telling you when you need to turn it in. You might not even get a chance to turn it in if it's late. You might just get a 0. So expect to turn in all your assignments on time or earlier, because not all professors are going to accept late work. Also expect to be, a little bit homesick from seeing your old friends and family. However, that is why it's important that in college you make friends so that, you can feel safe, you can be around people, you're not constantly just by yourself and alone. College, you are supposed to have fun, not just, be focused on school. Of course, that's important, but it shouldn't be stressed you out to the point where you're like miserable. You also need to have fun, have friends, have people you can confide in, and, yeah. So my favorite moment in college, I would say my favorite moment in college would have to be when me and my friends were outside in the rain. So we went to a GMC and it was raining outside. So, me and my friends were like, you know what, let's go outside, let's dance in the rain. So we were dancing in the rain, we was playing music. Some of our friends, they were having like a little fashion show, a little model walk down the little pathway that they had. So, it was fun. That's one of my favorite moments. All my moments from college has been with my friends, to be honest. What's your favorite spot on campus? My favorite spot on campus would have to be the library for many different reasons. Of course, there's different books in there that you can read. I know me, I like fan fiction, fantasy type of thing. So, I like James Patterson. What else? There's people there as well that you can create friends with. Like, if you're in a library, of course, there's going to be other people there too. And over time, you can eventually end up becoming friends or associates with these people as well. Also, there was this room that we reserved, me and my friends. We would go there and study, but we wouldn't only study. We would also, like, crack jokes, have fun. We had this thing called tea time where we would, like, spill different tea, gossip, or whatever like that. So I would say that was one of my favorite spots on campus. So, yeah, good luck to all you incoming freshmen. I hope you have fun. Make sure that you study. Don't try to do the little, like, easy little minute, 20 minutes, 30 minute study breaks. Just make sure you're studying consistently. Don't try to study at the last minute because you're not going to retain all of the information. And also make sure you're having fun. Engage on campus activities because that's going to also allow you to have more fun and enjoy experience in college. So yeah, also one last thing. If you're not a morning person, do not take a morning class. You're going to screw yourself over.
For incoming freshmen, I would say for college, expect change. You're going to change drastically. Who you were today, when you come into college, you won't be the person by December. You're going to have so many life experiences that has happened in those 4 to 5 months you were away from home. That changes your viewpoint on things or changes how you view yourself. And that's okay. Even if it's a good or bad thing, it's okay. You learned. That's what I like to tell people. As long as you learn from it and you move on with your life, you're good. A second thing to expect would be being broke. For your freshman year, really, a lot of people try to tell you to don't really worry about a job, especially like your first semester, due to the simple fact that you're still trying to get accustomed to college life and how to balance college and work life and social life and all that. It's hard. It's hard because you only got 24 hours in a day. You only got 24 hours. You got to get your work done. Go to work if you have one. And still try to maintain a little bit of social life you have left. You'll get it done, though. But honestly, for freshmen, I would say don't get a job your first semester. Focus on your grades, really, and your social life. Get to know people. If you're like me, who's an introvert, really don't like people, get out there, meet people. Try to join an org. That's the best way to meet people as well. Just get out there. Don't be scared. Lastly would be, like I just said, don't be scared. Honestly, you're going to be scared your first year, especially moving. You're very anxious, you're nervous, you're like ready for everything. You don't know what's about to happen, but you know something's going to go down. It's like so many emotions happening in one day, but it's so exhilarating. It is. Expect everybody to be, nervous their first time. Because everyone is nervous. This is a lot of people's first time being away from home for months on end. So, yeah. The best moment I could honestly say I had in college was meeting my friends. As a person who's very antisocial, don't really like people, meeting that friend group, I know I have a lifelong friends for life. We always joke around, even when we're mad at each other, we still be joking around. Like, that friend group, they like this with me. And for college, you might meet those people who you feel like, dang, like, where y'all been my whole life? Like, I know I had friends in high school and middle school that I feel like will be forever, but your college friends, that's forever. That is forever. Like, you're going to be very close to them. Mostly because you're there with them every day like you were in high school. But, like, you experience your adulthood with them so much that y'all bond and try to help each other out when things get too hard for, one of y'all. And I would say that's probably, like, the best moment I had. It was fun meeting them. Most of them graduated now, and I'm about to graduate, so I don't see them as much, but every other week or at least once a week, we try to, like, call each other and group FaceTime and just be like, hey, how's adulthood? Do you hate it? Same. So my favorite area on campus would be the student union. That's where the food is, and that's where I always will be. But that's where everyone mostly go to hang out, to have, lunch with their friends or grab a quick bite to eat. Just, it's like a hangout spot, really. You end up meeting, like, interesting people there. I know I've met some of my closest friends in the union. They're just waiting in line at Starbucks. Many student orgs also hang out outside of the union when they're doing fundraisers or just, like, little booths they have. Just, interact with the students on campus, which is, like, a really good thing. It's, like, always active. I came in the fall of 2018, so I remember, like, seeing, like, crowds of people in the union just, like, smiling with their friends and just eating or doing homework. It's always busy, and I like that about my campus. Like, the union is where it's at. That's where everybody be. And even though everybody's like, oh, Frontline is, like, the best area, it's the best photo area, but the union, best place to hang out.
Yo, what's going on? My name is Mason Murphy. I'm here to answer 3 questions given to me by Reagan, also known as Ray. I call her that. The first question she had asked me was, what are some things that I could tell incoming freshmen to expect? Me personally, I had a different route coming into college. I did 2-year first and then transferred to 4-year, but that doesn't mean that I didn't have a freshman experience. So I would definitely say, expect disappointment, expect excitement, and most importantly, expect to learn yourself even more than you thought you already did. You're gonna find that there are situations that you feel uncomfortable in. Embrace that, learn from it, and grow from it, because you're here to grow, you're here to learn, and you're here to do something different. The second question was one of my favorite college memories, and I have a lot. from like meeting my first set of friends on camp to crossing my frat, Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated. You see us, big bows. But I think the biggest memory that I personally have is seeing the smile on my parents' face when I graduated and like hugging my friends afterwards. I have it ingrained in my brain, and I think about it almost every day since I've graduated, and it is one of my most fondest memories, if I do say so myself. And lastly, the third question, and finally, the last question was, what's my favorite spot on camp? And you already know. V-State students, stand up. We're going to the front lawn. Come on, man. They added that green space in front of the Union, but that ain't the front lawn. There ain't no fountain there, ain't no palm trees, ain't no hammocks. Let's go to the front lawn. Let's kick it, man. Come on.
Hi, my name is Kayla. One thing that I would tell a freshman to expect before entering college would be that once you're in college, there's going to be a lot of moments that you're going to be unsure as far as when it comes to signing up for school. Signing up for school could be one of the most difficult tasks if you don't have things done ahead of time. Also in college, I would tell freshmen to expect to do their best job their first freshman year. The reason freshmen should do their best job is because everything that they do will mostly be counted towards them once graduating. I also feel as if students should know that when you're a freshman, professors aren't going to be on you how they are when you are in high school. So, for instance, students will need to get things done the first time without being handicapped, if that makes sense. Something else freshmen should expect when being in college is that it's going to be very independent. Some things you're going to have to do on your own and get things done, and sometimes you may have assistance. As a freshman, when I was in college, something that I would refer to upcoming freshmen would be to just get things done ahead of time, because if you don't get things done ahead of time, things are going to pile up and it's just going to be a headache. So just go ahead and get it done the first time. Let's see. Really, those are just major points that I personally feel would be recommended to students. Is just to be on their A game, be self-sufficient, get things done early, because if you don't, it's really going to put you in a bad situation. So if you're a freshman and looking to start college, just make sure you get those things done. A lot of professors typically don't always have time to assist during small periods of time, so you would have to make adjustments to get additional help as far as tutoring sessions, because like I said, college is not high school. So just be on top of things. I really hope that this video may have helped someone who's getting ready to enter college, as these are my expectations that I would have loved to receive before entering college. So yes, thank you. One of my favorite memories in college would be being involved. I was involved in a lot of organizations, so that's something that I really enjoyed. Also, another thing that I enjoyed would be when we had different guests at our school, and the different sororities would get up and just get involved. So, that's a memory that I'll never forget, just being in the midst of the party atmosphere and just having some type of independency of knowing I'm away from home, but I'm also getting the college experience that that I can always say, I was here, and the people that may have been my age or not was living their best life and just having a great time. So that was definitely a favorite moment for me, or even homecoming week, because I love how the older, or should I say the alumni, will come back and revisit and show their best self as it goes to the organizations that they was a part of. So definitely get involved, if that makes sense. My favorite spot on campus would definitely be the exercising room. The reason I say the exercising room is because it's located in the midst of everything. There's a gym, there's a hall where a lot of important information is hung up, and I love to work out. So it just gives me the ease of relaxation. You're always running into people, and when you run into people in college, a lot of people are very aware. Everyone loves to communicate and wonder, what's your major, who are you? And it's just a great way of connection, because that's where you find everybody on campus, around the gym, outside the gym. That's where everyone likes to stand and just be posted up. I definitely say my favorite spot would be the gym, because it's surrounded by so many important, or not really important places, but more of so many engaging places. You're definitely going to gain information just by being around amongst the gym area.
Okay, so for the first question was what to expect in the next 4 years as an incoming freshman, and I probably would say change. That's the thing that's going to be consistent, is change. You're gonna change how you view things in life. You're gonna have probably different morals than other people. Your relationship with your parents is going to change because of the fact that you're going to be growing into kind of your own way of thinking that may differ from them. You're gonna have a change of friends. It's inevitable. Is those friends changing? You're gonna go through a lot of change in the 4 years. So I say, especially for somebody like me that's really just not the biggest fan of change all the time, is you really have to make your mindset very strong with change, because if something happens, you kind of have to expect yourself to roll with the punch. Like, for instance, me coming in as a freshman in 2019, I didn't expect for there to be a virus outbreak to the point where we were quarantined. I didn't expect for that to be how my freshman year ended up turning out. And, us being quarantined, me being remote for all those years, I didn't expect that change. But you have to kind of learn to roll with the punches and kind of make the best of every situation, because that's how kind of life is. It will throw stuff at you, and you kind of have to maneuver and make the best out of the situation. Okay, so the next question is, what has been my favorite moment in college? And honestly, my favorite moment in college is probably when I got a dog, because I always wanted a dog my whole life, and my mom's not a dog person. So it was such an unexpected thing, because I didn't wake up that morning being like, I'm about to get a dog. It was kind of an unexpected rescue at the time. So that was probably my favorite moment. Okay, and for the last question, it has to be a tie between Nevins Hall, the first floor African American department, and the front lawn. Front lawn, because I like the idea of you can go out there and you can kind of make a little makeshift picnic, spur of the moment, and you can just go on there, study. They have outlets there so you can charge your laptops, you can do that. So it's real handy if you actually go and make a good vibe out of it. It's a nice little time you can spend out there. And then I like Nevin's Hall on the first floor, the African American department, because they have a safe space there that they created for African Americans, people of color. You know, anyone could come, but it was made for people of color. And you could just come there, study, you can come there and chill. Maybe feel like you need to talk to someone, there's people there that you can talk to. It's such a good and safe, warm, nurturing almost environment that I feel from it. So yeah.
And I would walk 5,000 miles, and I would walk 5,000 more to be with. Yeah. Little Miss Sunshine, we on the way you at.
You have my heart, and we'll never be worlds apart. Maybe in magazines, but you still be my star.
The blank pages before you. Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot reach. There's something in the
Just don't keep your guard up. Damn right.